Hello, I would like to talk to you a little bit about 3D projectors and 3D movie rooms and 3D videos and glasses and players. And I have a Optoma 142X. The version out now is the 143X, and it sells for about $450. I'm looking at a 120-inch diagonally measured screen. I have a Dolby Digital 5.1 player. I know it's dated, but that's what it is. And then I have a Samsung 3D player and Ultimate Heaven 3D glasses. And I have about 60 3D movies. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the fact that you can no longer get a 3D television here in the United States, unfortunately. If you want to watch a 3D movie, you're going to have to get you a projector. And there's certain things you need to know. I want to kind of go over that with you. You're going to need a 3D projector. You're going to need a 3D player. You're going to need 3D glasses. And you're going to need a 3D movie. One thing you should know is that if you do not go with the Optoma 142X or 143X, make sure whatever brand you go with, the lumens are at least 3,000 lumens. It's very important because the 3D picture is inherently dark. When you put 3D glasses on, it's almost as if you're putting on sunglasses. So your lumens are cut back. So although a 2,000 watt, 2,000 lumen projector is fine for 2D movies, maybe a little too dark for you when you go to 3D mode. Most 3D projectors will play 2D movies as well. Most 3D players will play 2D movies as well. And so if you set your theater room up, you can watch 2D movies. This particular theater room here that I have I've had it for about 14 years. It's half of a two-car garage. And the players, you have to get the players on eBay now. They don't sell them on the shelf. Like I said, the last 3D TV was made in the United States was in 2017. Now 3D is still big overseas. And you need to get your movies. I get my movies on eBay. They're imported from the UK, most of them. When you import your movies, you want to make sure that they're able to play on an American player. I buy region free. That's a whole other thing. Look that up. If you buy a 3D Blu-ray player in the United States, it's going to be region A. So the North America and Canada and the Americas. If you buy region-free movies, you're ready to go. Watching a 3D movie is an experience. You're not just watching a movie, you're living it. And it's so enthralling sometimes that when the movie's over, you don't really remember much about the movie because you're so taken in by the 3D. So it takes that time to get used to that. Another thing about 3D movies, they're not all the same. Some of them were filmed in 3D. Some of them were later transposed into 3D. Some are stereoscopic 3D. When you buy a 3D movie, you're rolling the dice. Sometimes the transfers are good, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're very dark. Sometimes there's a lot of pop-outs. Sometimes there aren't pop-outs. Some people think pop-outs are corny. I like pop-outs. I like a good mix. A lot of people like their 3D where they're looking through a window. So you won't really know till you buy the movie. You're rolling the dice. Just because it's 3D may not be the best enjoyable experience for you. So with that in mind, I'm going to review 3D movies in the future. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and go through all the movies. I'll review them for you. But I will review one here tonight. It's called Ghosts of the Abyss. It's a James Cameron film. And James Cameron takes Bill Paxton down to the Titanic. I think Bill Paxton was in the original Titanic film. They do the 15,000 foot descent down into the Titanic, and they get down there. They light it up with these lights, and they send 3D robotic cameras into the Titanic, and it is an amazing experience. You get to go in Molly Brown's cabin. You see the captain's cabin and his bathtub. You go into the grand ballroom, down the hallways, the dining room. It's just an amazing experience, and they superimpose the images that were photographed, so you get an idea what you're looking at. And they have people running on the deck as if they were ghosts. So quite an experience. And then they go around the back of the ship, and you see the propellers in all their glory, and they almost seem to shine. It's quite an experience. I highly recommend it. There is one pop out in there, one exciting pop out, where a robotic arm comes out about 4 feet out of the screen. I had my feet up on a coffee table, and it looked like it was grabbing my foot. It was this amazing pop out. But that's the only one in that movie, just one pop out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about 3D theaters, projectors, players, glasses, screens, movies, I've had a projector room for 14 years. I just got to 3D a little over a year ago. But I will answer any questions down in the comments. Go ahead and send me your questions. I look forward to reviewing a lot of 3D movies with you in the future. And so, thank you for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great night, and God bless.